Well, at least I'm done blogging the theatrical films for now, and I still have 7 more blogs left to make, and about 6 weeks before I fly to New York City, and yet, still, 2 of the blogs I need to make are almost on DVD. Gee, just so little time and so much to do. Well, I guess if I work really hard and fast before then, I can probably get them done before August 17th. And, wait a minute. Uh-oh. I'm already late. I gotta start the show. Cue the logo. Hi everybody, I'm Joshua Orro, the Mustang Prince, and welcome to Mustang Prince Oral Reports. Well folks, it's time once again to join Princess Sofia for another mission in the secret library. In the last 2 episodes, Sofia had to rescue Minimus's brother from an evil prince, and reform Miss Nettle in Friesenberg with the help of the lovable Olaf, both of which had ended up on this DVD here. But you might be asking, what is Sofia going to be doing in her 3rd mission as Storykeeper? Well, let's not waste any more time. Airing on Disney Junior on July 1st, 2016, the episode is The Tale of the Noble Knight. Now, let's begin. In this episode, Sofia visits her secret library and learns of a story about 2 knights who are each in search of the magical ice fire shield. Sofia sets out to help the knight who she believes is the noble knight that the book is referring to. But in the process, she begins to realize that the true noble knight may not be who she originally thought. So, what do I think of this episode? Well, it was pretty good. I mean, not as good as the previous 2 secret library missions, but it was still good in its own way. But let me explain in my Mustang notes. Now, this episode, along with some of the following ones on the show, have their plots take place after the upcoming special, Elena and the Secret of Avalor, which is set to be airing on TV this fall. And because of this, Sofia's amulet is shown in ruby pink. Also, this episode was previously scheduled for a July 3rd broadcast, but for some unknown reason, the statements were incorrect. And now, starting with this episode, the opening intro is changed with animation from a few old and upcoming episodes, and the theme song has been reorchestrated. And in my opinion, it looks top-notch. Also, this is the 2nd Secret Library episode to have the plot twist, the first one being Olaf and the Tale of Miss Nettle. And finally, the moral in this episode is true nobility means being kind, honest, and brave. Now let's talk about the animation. Now, in my eyes, the animation is still very flawless, from the characters to how Brazen Dell looks, even the certain places Sofia has to go to in order to find the ice fire shield. But there is one animation goof in this episode, and that part is when Sofia's amulet became purple again when she finished listening to the story about the knights. Also, there's this one plot that involves 2 rival knights looking for a special shield that can freeze dragon fire. That kind of shield sounds very original. But now that we're done with Mustang notes, let's move on to the characters and their voice actors. Our main heroine and storykeeper, Princess Sofia, is voiced again by Ariel Winter, who has been in such stuff like Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, Mr. Peabody and Sherman, Speed Racer, and Bambi 2. Now, since this is her 3rd Storykeeper mission, it's her job to team up with the Noble Knight and help him find the Ice Fire Shield and clear up the dragon mishaps. Sophia's horse Minimus is again voiced by Eric Stonestreet, who previously voiced Duke in the Secret Life of Pets movie, which I already blogged in my last episode. Now, Minimus is still used for flying derby on the show, and this is his third time joining Sophia to help complete the library's unfinished stories. In this, not only does he have good instincts of knowing who to side with, but he still has clumsy landings. Heck, he's even rudely criticized by another horse. Next we have Sir Jackson, voiced by Blair Underwood. Known for being on Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show. Sir Jackson is a truly noble knight. He is honest and kind and cares about what's right. He is also very brave and bright. Unlike Sir Oliver's bravery, Jackson's bravery comes from chivalry and makes, well, one self-sacrificing. I also like his fencing skills too. Next is Sir Oliver, voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson. Known for being in Lilo and Stitch, The Country Bears, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from 2007. Now, this guy is not the kind of person who I see as a noble knight. He's mostly a wannabe jerk, kind of like Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. In fact, his song, Greatness in Me, expresses how conceited and arrogant he is. Plus, he's the reason why the dragons have been setting fire to the fields by antagonizing them. Finally, we have Willowing, the leader of the dragons of Brazendell, voiced by Monica Richardson. Now, unlike the dragons who were shown in the Curse of Princess Ivy special, who are mostly music lovers with a wise old leader named Everburn, she and her clan are friendly dragons, but misunderstood creatures. And the only reason why they breathe fire is to protect themselves from anyone who threatens them. The only one who does understand them is Sir Jackson, and after retrieving the ice fire shield from Sir Oliver, Sophia and Jackson explain to the king all that has happened. And now it's time to move on to my final words. Overall, the tale of the Noble Knight is still not as good as the last two episodes I talked about before, but it has a good moral and an interesting story. Most of the characters are great, and the animation is still good as well. So, if you want to watch this episode, then by all means go to this link here, or if you want, you can also watch it on YouTube. As for my final rating, I give this episode a 74% out of 100. Well, that's it for today, guys. Be sure to join me again next time, because next, we'll be looking into a Walt Disney story, Mustang Power.